Skierg, very similar to the rowing machine in that the basic principle is we're trying to accelerate the fan. So we'll pick it up slow, build it nice and quick. Okay, if we think about a bicycle wheel, a bicycle is turned upside down and you start to spin the wheel, you spin it up, spin it up, spin it up. So you're trying to just flick it each time, which means you got to go meet it at its speed and then build speed onto it. We're trying to meet it at its speed and build speed onto it. Okay, that bike analogy hopefully is much more useful to the Skierg because we tend to have a higher rate or cadence. So much more upper body dominant on the Skierg than the rower. Rower is like legs and hips. Skierg is much more arms and hips. In the rower, where we're looking to catch with a straight arm, in the Skierg, we're actually trying to catch with a bent arm. So I'm going to line my feet up with the 2 screws. It's a good marker. From there, I'm going to come up on my tippy toes. My tummy's engaged, and I'm going to have my arms at about 90 degrees. Okay, 90 degrees from your forearm to your upper arm. From there, I'm basically going to sink to about here. All I'm doing with that is I'm meeting the fan at its current speed. Then I start into a crunch and pull my elbows down. And that's where we start to build the speed. And then we finish by driving those arms back. Up on the toes, arms at 90, meet the fan at its speed, start to build the speed, and then accelerate into the finish. So I'm going to do a few strokes, and what I want you to picture is that instead of this just being a handle, that this is the top of a pole. Pole goes into the earth and pushes behind, just like I would do when I'm skiing. The whole time as we use this, we're trying to stay within the confines of our platform. Okay, as we go down, we want to go up the same way we came rather than going out like we're having a wave at one of our mates over there. So much of the strength comes from this tummy. Okay, it's tempting to try and just like squat down or to extend the body, but actually we want to be just as engaged as we were in the rowing machine. And it's almost like we're sitting back and down like a deadlift. There, and then those arms. And it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to, but there's so much power can come from the arms. And if we've built the speed up through here. So build the speed quick, and then really drive. Don't be afraid of these arms burning out. At the start, they'll burn out a lot because we tend to ski with those arms being almost extended out. It's a very inefficient way to create force. You think about weightlifting, we want the bar to stay close to us the whole time. Here we want this to stay close to us so we can get the maximum amount of force and then let the handles go away from us. Almost like we're throwing something. We start in close and we launch it out in front. Okay, hopefully that helps. Final thing, just the maintenance of the machine. If you get down there, that is too far. Okay, that's going to start doing damage to the machine, so you should never go down that deep. General rule of thumb is if you're finishing kind of halfway up the thigh and behind the thigh, that's probably a good shout.